guys, Chad here with Peter's Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be putting in the transmission, well, attempting to. I tried to kind of line stuff up the other day. I was going to film it, but honestly I didn't. Which is a good thing because I had to order a new dust plate for the back because the one that Travis had on there was set up for his Mustang and everything else. So went ahead and ordered that from Summit Racing. I can show you that here in a little bit. And we had to wait for some bolts and a couple nuts and stuff that I ordered to come in. So let's go ahead and get started and see how far we get today. All right, so as you can see, we're underneath the truck now. So this is the flywheel. I got to take these bolts out. This is the shield that I was saying that I had to replace. It doesn't fit our C6 transmission. So I have to take out this flywheel to remove this, and then I can show you the new one that we bought. Hopefully this is not a pain. Never done it before, but we'll figure it out. I finally got smart. That is Tyler's Christmas gift from last year, and we've been using it to take tires and everything else off, and I was struggling there for a minute, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get that impact. Harder, oh wait, what is it? Work smarter, not harder. So hopefully this is ready just to pull off. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I made some marks right here to line it back up. I don't know if it matters, but that's what I did. So try to pull this thing off and get this shield off, or dust cover, whatever they want to call it. All right, let's see if I marked bottom on this, but as I was trying to get this one bolt off, it just turned, so I made these lines on it. Earlier when I wrote bottom, I just made a line across it. That way I knew where, if we could line it back up if we had to. So hopefully ooh, it comes off just like that, I guess. So all right, go get the new one. All right, so this came FedEx or UPS or something yesterday while I was at work, and this is our new cover. Pretty cool, huh? Made in the USA. I like it. Throw this thing on there and see what it looks like. All right, hopefully you guys can see this okay. Figured we would set this up against the transmission first to make sure that this thing is gonna fit before we get all this up there. Well, maybe it goes like that. There we go. Perfect. Everything lines up good. Holes are lining up. A lot better than the other one. These holes down through here on the bottom, hopefully you can see where my hand is. This down here was, the holes weren't lining up, and this hole right here was off. It was like way over here. And then this is perforated through here. So if our starter, I can't remember what they told me the teeth are. I have to look at the sheet, but I think it's 164 and 174 maybe. I don't know. You guys can correct me, but stick the starter on here, and hopefully, you know, if we have to, we'll take out this perforated, and then we'll just get rid of those little tabs on there. So, but we're gonna stick it on there just like this and see how things go. Looks pretty good on there though, doesn't it? so we got our torque wrench out, set it to 80. I had to Google what the torque specs are, and it says between 75 and 85, so I figured we would do 80. So we got it all ready to go. Make sure we're at 80. That way we're good to go. It helps if I'm going the right way. Maybe. Nope, we're going the right way. There we go. I was wondering if we were going to get there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah. All right. Now next thing we got to do is where I have this arrow for bottom, I have to bring it down to here. Because everything I've read and watched and everything, they said to bring down that hole down here. And then for my bell housing, sorry, my torque converter, we're gonna have it pointed straight down too, so that nut goes straight in there. Let's see if I can do this by myself. Last time I had Erin, my wife, here and had her making sure I was at the bottom. So see if we can do this by yourself. All right, as you can see, got it back on. I put that bolt in it. I don't know if you can see that way up there. See that bolt sticking out? I had to stick that on there because what I ended up doing the first time was I wedged this between the plate and the motor, flywheel and the motor. So I couldn't turn the motor over. So I take this plate back off, make sure I had this clear, and then put the flywheel back on. So I've told you many times, I am no mechanic, but I'm trying. So learn from my mistakes. Make sure that this dust cover is not wedged between, you know, these two. So anyways, now the fun. We're going to wrestle the transmission up on there and hopefully I can do it. Alright guys, so here's the situation. I had to take this flywheel back off and the plate back off because, let me spin you around, the holes that the torque converter are supposed to go into, this flywheel is too small. So I had to do some measuring from here to here. That's 12 inches. So I ended up calling Jegs, which is a high performance place, if you guys aren't in the racing world, but and the guy told me that I needed to have a flex plate instead of a flywheel for the horsepower that we have and the motor that we have and the built transmission. He says that the flex plate should be better for us. So I went ahead and ordered that. It's coming from California, so it'll be a few days before it gets here. Until then, I went ahead and put on our radius arm brackets. I thought, let's be productive instead of sitting here throwing tools. So that's what we did, or I did. So anyway, that's what we're doing right now, waiting for California. All right guys, we got our package today. It's Wednesday, so I ordered Thursday night. So you're looking at Friday, then the weekend, and then, you know, obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday just got here. So hopefully this is what we need for the transmission to get it installed. Sure hope so. Let's see. Paperwork, get that out of here. TRW chrome moly steel flex plate. I sure hope this is it. I hope. There it is. All right, guys, let's see if this is gonna fit. Let's pray it fits. That's engine side. That's straight down. So get my fingers out of there. Oh man, there it is, guys. There it is. That's what I'm talking about right there. Nice. That's what we needed. All right. Let's get this mounted up to the motor and get this transmission in. Man, that's awesome, that fit. Well, we got it in, or I got it in. Wyatt was down here helping just for a second. He just got home from work. So, next thing to do is put the transmission in. So the flex plate is back off again. I was putting these on, the bolts on, and I ended up breaking one of them off inside there. So I called my brother, talked to him a minute. So he told me to drill a hole in it. Hopefully you can see that. I went ahead and drilled a hole through it. And thankfully, I got the drill bit stuck in there by accident and actually started to back the drill bit out, and it actually started to take this screw out, or bolt, backed it out of that hole perfect for me. So we will find another bolt, stick it in there. All right, there's our broken bolt, flex plate. I ran into jegs, got some ARP bolts. See if these things will work in there. That way we can finally get this transmission in there. It's been a battle. All right, guys, let's make sure these bolts work before I get everything up there. Nice. They work. All right. We'll put the dust cover on, then we'll put the flex plate on, and we'll go from there. repeat the process that we've been doing over and over and over again. So we got our bolts all torqued down to 75 foot-pounds. Go ahead and try to throw this transmission back there for a 4th time. See how it goes. We got to be getting close. Yesterday my battery died on my GoPro. I changed it, and then I turned around and thought I was recording me putting the rest of the stuff on the transmission and everything else, and obviously I didn't. So the last clip you saw was me putting in the transmission. Let me show you what I got done last night, and we'll go ahead and try to wrap things up today. Alright guys, so I went in and got everything bolted up there to the motor. I just got to tighten things down. There's a few bolts on this dust shield that I need to buy and screw that in. For the most part, the whole transmission's done. Or not done, but assembled. I went ahead and put in the mounting bracket, cross member bracket, transmission bracket, whatever y'all want to call it. I just have a couple bolts that I got to stick up here, which I found last night, so I'll go ahead and stick those in, and let me show you the other side too on what I got done over there. Alright, so I got my dipstick in. I went ahead and bolted it, hit bolt on right here to the transmission. I don't know if you can see that down here, right here. And then I went ahead and bolted on my starter. Before I put the starter on, I had Wyatt come out and turn the motor so I could get to the bolts for the flex plate that we put on. So that's all bolted together. Then the starter, there's no wires or nothing. I haven't ran any wires for this motor yet. So anyway, the starter's on and the cross member is down and bolted to the frame. So we're moving along. It's getting there. All right guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching guys.